just turned off. Good morning, everybody. And what a cruddy morning it is. It could be a lot worse up northwest of here a ways. Sounds like it got kind of nasty. Even out there where James is out in Oregon, I guess they got hit pretty good. We didn't have anything. I think it might have just like flurries real early this morning. Wind's blowing, not as hard as they were saying, but it's cold. It's cold. And right off the bat, I just want to wish all of you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great day and eat lots of food. And right off the bat, I also want to remind you, if you use promotion code HOLIDAY20, all one word, HOLIDAY20, I'll link it down below in the description. You get 20% off any sweatshirts, t-shirts, hoodies, all that kind of stuff. 20% off now through Cyber Monday, December 4th. So if you've been thinking about doing that, now's a good time to do it. And as far as the truck goes, I haven't pulled the trigger on anything yet as far as doing anything with that. Need to get that panel. Need to shut the heaters off. Anyway, need to get the panel and Raptor liner and all that stuff here. I'm going to be ordering that here real soon. But today, we're just going to take a little trip down memory lane on the old green truck. And Bill, hope I'm pronouncing it right, Bill Riddings, I don't think it's Ridings, I think it's Riddings. Anyway, he always leaves pretty good comments down in the comment section. Commented that he didn't know what this truck looked like when I first got it. And evidently, Bill, you didn't realize I've owned that truck since it was brand new. And that's a picture of it. I think that's 2, maybe 3 years old. I know those tires didn't come on it. I remember getting those tires. I think I put 30,000 miles on the truck the first year. So it's probably 2 years old there. And I know, it's got those running boards on it. And I know a lot of people don't like those running boards. Back in the 90s though, that was, they were pretty popular. Anyway guys, thought we would go through some of these pictures here. And I think these were just extras. I do have all this stuff up in the house somewhere, but here's the window sticker off of it. List price was $20,509, and well, total with taxes and everything, I paid $18,037. And then I've got all this stuff somewhere, but that is this. This came from a place down in Des Moines called S&C. They put on aftermarket truck accessories, and that was for the bed caps, full tailgate protector, front box protector, let's see, bug shield, running boards, all that stuff. Looks like it came to $548. And then you jump ahead a few years, and she's looking like that. I hope I'm not getting too much glare off of this. But yeah, she wasn't looking too good. And it took about 5 years for the first little sign of rust to peek its ugly head on this truck. And it was on the driver's side, right above the chrome piece on the rear wheel well. Just barely could see anything. And it took about a year, and it started getting kind of bad, and then it just exploded. And I believe this was 2013. I was replacing all of the coil springs, coil spring buckets, leaf springs, all the hangers, shackles, everything. You can see how rusted out they were. They were in bad shape, and I replaced all those. And the rear springs that I used were 3/4 ton springs. They asked me if I wanted to upgrade to 3/4 ton springs. Got those done. Well, I got the springs from a place in Des Moines called Merrill Axle and Wheel. And so we put those on, and I'll show you here in a minute. Just jack the back end up too high. So yeah, I was replacing all this stuff. Gas tank was leaking while I was doing it, and I was throwing sparks, and so it's a wonder I didn't have a fire. But we got her all done. And, well, I know there's a picture here somewhere. Well, I can't find a good picture on it, but we got it all done. And the picture really doesn't do it justice, but the back end was up quite a bit higher than the front. And I didn't like that. That's kind of what led to the whole lifting of it. And you can see how bad the bed was. And when I fixed the bed on this truck, I really should have just used complete new bed sides, and I didn't do that. Look how rusty crusty she was. It was bad. I actually got a new box for it. Ended up not using it. Had a little bit of damage on it, and the floor of it was kind of wavy. It was a bed from Oklahoma. Didn't have any rust on it. But anyway, long story short, I fixed the damage on it and ended up selling it. This is the hood that's on the truck now. Came off of a, I don't know what year it was. I don't remember. It was a diesel truck. That's all I know. Totally rust free though. And the first thing I did was fixing the wheel wells. No idea, well, I had an idea, but I had never done anything like that before. So this is the first time I had ever done anything. Starting to cut it out. Just had it held up there with magnets, just to see how wonderful it was going to look. And here's part of the process of welding it in there. Got it all welded in, and then I just sprayed some white paint all over the weld because there's a lot of bare metal there. And it was, I believe it was winter time, so couldn't really do a whole lot with it. But there's the extent here. I should have just put a whole new bedside on it. There was a lot of repair being done on that. Both sides, back here in the back. Cab corners were a little rusty crusty. And I tried fixing the passenger door. The bottom of it was starting to rust, and I ended up scrapping that, and I got a different door. I think in that picture, I think the bed is pretty much all repaired. I don't know if I have another picture of that or not, but yeah, I think it's pretty much done here. Cutting out and fixing the cab corners. Not sure what I was doing here. I think I was getting ready to take out the gas tanks. Yeah, I got the fuel tanks done, or out. And there's part of the frame after I got done needle scaling it. And then I got primer put on it. I think there's 4 or 5 coats of, it's just rusty metal Rust-Oleum. And before I did that, I'd come down here every night for about a week and soak the frame with Ospo. And then I got primer on it. Couple more pictures with just primer. And then I got, I think there's 3 or 4 coats of, I used gloss black. I think I'm getting a heck of a reflection off of something here. I just used gloss black and 4 or 5 coats of that. Putting new Delphi fuel pumps in the new fuel tanks, replaced both the fuel tanks. And then the fun really began with this, doing the core support. I absolutely hated doing the core support on this truck. And I'm not sure why. It just fought me all the way. It was all rusted out down in here. There's a good picture. You can see how rusted out it was. So I got the new one in, and one thing I wish I would have done was paint it the same color as the truck. And part of the reason I didn't do that is, guys, when I started doing this truck, I just wanted it to look better. I want to get rid of the rust on the body. I didn't expect it to turn out real good, but she turned out a little better than I expected. But yeah, I was just wanting it to look better. That's it. And Turned out pretty good for a first timer. Got the fenders off of her. Inside of the fenders and the hood, got it all painted up. And that was just done with a just one of those real cheap Harbor Freight guns. That's what I used for the inside of the fenders and the hood. The outside was done with my good gun, but it did a really good job, I thought. But I think I was just about ready to start putting the fenders on. And there's the driver's side fender on. It's got, I did something down there, I just really don't remember what it was. Passenger side. Kind of multicolored. Body filler on the patch panels. Finally got her outside. I don't remember why I got her outside. I remember driving it. Just driving it down the road like this. And jumping ahead a little bit, looks like I got the bed primered. And we'll add a little more multicolor to it. The passenger door came off of a red truck, and here she is all sanded down, getting ready to paint her. And you've heard me talk about the paint booth I have out there. Well, that's what it is. I cover it with plastic, got a couple fans on that, the back end of it. And when you get those fans going, like in this picture, it looks like I was just painting the, let's see, I painted the white first. We'll use this picture. You get these fans going, and this is all sealed up. I leave this end open, and it really moves a lot of air out of there. I got the white down the middle painted, and covered that back up and did the top and the bottom green part. And I think it's all done in that picture as far as the bed. Yep. At that point, I was getting pretty excited. It looked pretty good. And then we're painting the cab. Looks like must just be getting ready to paint the white in the middle of it. There it is with that white stripes painted. And got the green painted. I don't think in these pictures it has any clear on it yet. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't. Because in this picture you can't see like the reflection of the paint booth up above it. She's sitting inside the paint booth. And all done. I'm getting shadow off of my camera. How can I do this? And now she's back in the shop. I don't know why I covered the bed with plastic. I don't think I needed to do that. There's the bed all done. And then we put her together. black and white. But yeah, turned out pretty darn good. This was before I did the lift. I don't have any pictures of when I did the lift, but anyway, there she's all done on the, what were those, 31, 10.5, 15 tires without the lift. And here's, well, this is what she looks like now basically, except the front bumper is different, but this was after the lift. So no, this truck is no stranger to rust. That's nothing. We'll get that taken care of. That's just a little owie to this truck. And these lights, if you didn't know, these are actually valve covers. These are the original valve covers that were on that truck, and I just turned them into some hanging lights here. Just a little trivia for you. So that's a little walkthrough on what all I did to this truck to get it to where she is today. And don't forget promotion code HOLIDAY20. So we'll catch you after Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you all have a good one. And don't forget, give this video a big old thumbs up. Comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you after Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.